You are still watching Prime Morning. My name is Roslyn Felly. I'm not here alone. My very own KMJ is right here. And of course, Mbefa Adeti.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning. How are you? You
look, thank you.
You look bright yellow.
Oh, thank you. I should be doing more yellow
you
then.
You should. Yellow CC day for the corner. She's going.
Oh, me dancing.
Uncle. Charlie, the newspapers are reporting a lot, so we'll start off with Mbefa. Mbefa, tell us what you have in the news.
See, after the show, I'm auctioning these two dresses.
Waka, yeah, bro.
One saw the APO, so he's offering our dresses.
The dresses. Chef.
What's the APO? One for APO.
No, it's the flat.
Anyway, Achimota Forest cry auction and capes.
The flat. Don't worry. If the flat stop, we'll go out. I don't want you guys suffering in the rains.
Anyway, guys, yes. So shall we start with the Daily Graphic? Good morning, by the way. So the big one in front of the Daily Graphic this morning is creating economic model focused on Africa's interest. Now, the president charges states and financial institutions. Story is on page 3 of the Daily Graphic this morning. And also floods. Put your surroundings in order. Meteorological agency advises. I think this is coming on the backdrop of the 3 torrential rains that they expected to come, 3 more before the end of June. There'll be rains, but they're concerned about 3 expected ones that are coming. And so they're asking us to put our surroundings in order. And also clearly, Rosling already said, see something, say something campaign launch, and it is nearly in front of all of the newspapers. Finally, for the Daily Graphic, Audit Service wins award. Okay. That's good to know. Story is on page 41 of the Daily Graphic this morning. Who shall I go to, Ro or KMJ?
KMJ.
Sir John is here. Daily Guide.
Finally.
Yeah.
Dead men don't talk. Don't do that. How is he in front of the news?
Okay, Sir John is gone.
The will is talking for us. You need talk. The will alone talk.
Daily Guide says Sir John owns no land. Page 3 has a story. It says that Achimota Forest, he has nothing there. When you go and search all the documents, you won't find anything that has Sir John's name on it.
So what did he put in his will?
Yeah.
What did he put in his will?
Somebody wrote it for him.
No,
so maybe, yeah.
It's okay.
So maybe the person was writing things he didn't say.
Do you have the list of the properties?
Dead men don't talk.
Actually, I have a list of the properties.
About 75.
He was right. He was saying it, and somebody was writing.
So everybody can just get up and say, okay, I actually will the whole of Airport Hills to my children.
Okay, so what's the concern?
The issue is whether the person said it or not. We're not there.
But the will is there.
But it could be that the will was written by somebody who wanted to add more things.
You know they steal a will, right?
Yeah.
So what's the concern here? What's the concern about the will?
Yeah.
What's the concern about?
No, the no land.
That's
Achimota Forest. So we've been talking for that.
It's possible.
Yeah. He doesn't have a land.
How is it possible? It's very possible that he doesn't
have a land.
No, do you have a land?
Yeah. I'm yet to.
Because her husband's, do you remember what she said? My husband's cousin's sister, the Owus.
Related to the Owus.
The Owus are land.
I still remember.
Rain stripped Accra naked. In fact, this nakedness was real nakedness.
Okay, so this one, somebody made a comment on it. Let me see if I'll find the comment. No, not on the rain. On the fact that your Owus land.
The land.
Yes, and let me see if I.
Okay, while you're looking at it, you're looking for that. Drabin MPP chairman charged for corruption, and Jeff Kunadu kicks off Eastern Region chairmanship campaign. Nana pushes for economic reform. And the big story actually is the Sir John issue over here on the front page in the Daily Guide. So this will interest you. Akosua has been able to go to the cemetery, and he's reporting live from the cemetery of
Sir John. But this is not how Sir John still lives. Sir John is actually sleeping in a 2-bedroom house.
Absolutely, and I was going to say that he wasn't buried in a
he was buried in a 2-bedroom house.
In his home, right? Somewhere
he took him
in a
from
private.
the 2-bedroom.
Yes, in a 2-bedroom house. Yes, built for him.
Wow.
Yes.
He's taking him to another place. So make do with this for now. When we finish, we'll take you back to the two-bedroom.
So yes, I think.
So finish that and then let's go to Akosia and what Akosia is saying.
There was a press release by Honorable Samuel Jinapo MP, that's the minister also, and he actually said that Chimoto Forest Kojo Uswefriye alleged last will and testament, and he said the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources referred to its press statement dated 22nd May 2022, in which the ministry committed to inquire into the allegations relating to the acquisition of parcels of land at the Achimota Forest and the Sakumono Ramsar site by the late former Chief Executive Officer of the Forestry Commission, Kojo Owusu Efriye, known as Sir John. Preliminary inquiries reveal that alleged will in question is a subject matter of litigation contestation in the court. Further checks at the Land and Forestry Commission, the repositories of the records of the lands in question show no record of ownership of lands at the Achimota Forest or the Sakumono Ramsar site by the late Kojo Owusu Efriye. That said, given the totality of the circumstances of the said allegation, I, as Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, have directed the Lands and Forestry Commission to deem any ownership of lands both in the Achimota Forest and Sakumono Ramsar site by the late Kojo Owusu Efriye as void, and are to take the appropriate actions accordingly. For the avoidance of doubt, the bequeathing of the aforesaid lands, if established, will not pass any interest or title to the named beneficiaries in the alleged will. These lands, the subject matter of alleged will, shall remain public land, whether or not it falls within the degazetted land pursuant to EI 144. Government will act on any improper acquisition of any public land, regardless of how it's procured, whether now or in the past, and the Achimota Forest land will not be an exception. Meaning, the Krakwane says, so what talk somebody commented on Instagram, this is a facade for public deceit. This write-up is a camouflage. Technically, the aforementioned statement is true. However, legally, the lands were not registered under his name, but business name. So it can still be given out to the people mentioned in their will. He was smart not to use his name, but a registered business. But from what this letter says, it's not saying that, you know, whether in his name or not. They are saying even if it's in somebody's name, once it's not for individuals, it will be taken away. So
that can't be possible. Unless it is in his name. And I really wonder why they're going to look for it at the Lands Commission, because no part of the will, the purported or alleged will, said that these lands are at the Lands Commission. If it is under a company, that's where you go to. Do you understand? So they definitely will not find it at Lands Commission, because it would have been cleared. You know.
So this is like the resurrection of Christ when they were looking for the.
But they're saying that whether it's bought or not, they will take it back. Is that not what it says? That's what the letter says.
Well, that's if it is under the gazetted. You know, there are portions of the land. Let's not forget that there are some people that, the allodial custodians are there.
Yeah.
They have their private ones. If like the Owos, like the way you are related to your aunties, cousins, absolutely. Yeah, what can you do about it? You just cannot. Except the government has been in negotiations with them, saying that there are parts of the portions that have been given to you that is of a national interest. Shall we compensate you with other portions so that we can have that? It depends on the Owos.
So
right now that it's in his name, if it's not in his name and it's in a company's name,
that's a different ball game.
If it's in a company's name, so they still can't have it.
You can't. It's not going to be a walk in the park for the way the minister is saying in it.
Well, it looks like
case, the
parliament from that person.
That's why he said the person said it's a facade.
Yes,
because he was smart enough. Yeah.
It's not a walk in the park, we'll be walking at the parliament. So it says the minister has gone to the cemetery. He says, Sir John, Sir John, come. It be true or it be propaganda. The minister is not happy about this. So he has he wants to.
Anyone has Sir John that I want to have As a go to two baby for us to say Johnson.
And so they are trying to look for him. He said it be true or it be propaganda.
And
But you see, the mistake he was making was the fact that there's never been any dead man that has spoken.
Absolutely.
So
his aide has come to say
this
that
is the wrong question to a wrong man at the wrong place. You understand what I mean? He can't talk. So well, if you ask him whether it be true or it be propaganda.
So I think the concern is that it's not the number of properties that he has, but as to whether he got them before or after. You know, because you have to declare your assets, and the concern is that he didn't declare his assets. Because if he willed those things in 2018, doesn't mean that he acquired them in 2018.
But it looks like the papers are saying so, because you know
the acquisition of it, yes, a will entry if you own
but say papers when you purchase the items. The papers will state the date.
Absolutely.
So that is what people are using, the date.
Do they have it?
Manasseh has those dates.
The date of the purchases?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He's been releasing a lot.
He's released a lot. And there are a lot. Yesterday I actually saw a few of them. Most of them were acquired in 2018. 2017, 2018, he acquired about 10 houses.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where the issue.
Some also believe that he had a very, sterling career as a lawyer and as a statesman. And so he
may
probably
have had the money and acquired them in 2018.
Because he's done stuff in the UK, he's,
he could have acquired them.
So
he could have acquired them 2014. Why did he wait till 2018? But anyway, dead men don't talk. We just. Okay, so Sisi and Achimota Forest no kwana.
The
Achimota Forest.
The
There's an explainer. If you want to understand the explainer on this Achimota Forest and the O's and the government's positioning, I think Raymond and Evans did a very good explainer on it yesterday. You can check it out on My Joy or YouTube. You'd understand it.
It's a Kong.
In African.
But we'll still be praying there, though. My friends and family who join me every.
They actually interviewed a few people.
But we pray there.
They were so passionate about it. Like,
we're praying. So every month we do it once every month. You guys should come through. Your lives have to change.
How many are you?
Yeah.
How many are you?
Oh, sometimes we're like 15. Other times we're
What time
20.
do you pray?
It's once in a month. So we start in the morning and then we end at 12 noon.
Morning what time?
Morning like 6 a.m.
And they end at 12 noon.
Yeah.
Okay. What language do you pray in? What language do you pray in?
Oh, it's a language, prayer. God understands any language.
So you.
I speak tongues, I pray in English.
Okay, the Daily Statesman, guys. It is the biggest story. See something, say something. As the Ministry of National Security citizen campaign has been launched, and we'll try and understand the role you will play in the seeing something and saying something. And one of the approaches government is using to curb any form of terrorist attack that would happen to us as a country. So today, when we get to speak to government spokesperson on security, Paul Bachidankwa, we'll get to understand the real state of Ghana's security and what really the see something, say something means. And also, Kay brought you the conversation on how the former Joab and MC nominee has been charged on 26 counts of corruption. The special prosecutor has been very busy. 26 counts. Hey,
That's why if he doesn't go to jail,
it gives you 26. The story is on page 3. It's a good read. And if you also didn't catch the updates Rosalind brought you on the release by the Honorable Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, you can get it. You can get a copy of it and read it. It's on page 2 of the Daily Statement.
I see that he's been very busy.
Why have you been so concerned about the he's been very concerned about the minister being busy. Why? Is he not supposed to be busy?
The press statement has been released and are very detailed.
Yeah.
I never knew we could have that kind of press statement. From the Ministry of
They have to release a statement. They have to receive.
That's a lot he's been writing, man. He looks like he doesn't sleep.
Of course, there's a lot happening.
When he's been quoting, he's
a young man.
From Constitution to the lands, whatever it is, he's just been busy.
He's even doing bauxites. He's working.
But before that, though, you ever heard of him?
Yes.
Okay.
So the Jinapos are very interesting brothers, because I am just fascinated with the way it takes me to the story of Isaac and Esau, like Jacob and Esau, where Jacob. When Rebecca, same stomach will give birth to
no, these are two different mothers though.
Yeah. Oh no,
two different mothers.
Rebecca gave birth to.
No, I mean these brothers.
Oh, different mothers. Okay. So I thought it was one mother.
No, two different mothers.
So I was fascinated.
And actually, so the brothers are from different villages, different towns.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so they are members of parliament.
I needed to explain to you guys.
Go on.
It's okay, you know.
Go on.
No, you took in the lead.
So I've always been, I was like, hey, you're from Bakobe to me,
but still, they are very close.
Okay.
These brothers are very, very
now
close.
I guess.
And bottom line is that he's been busy lately.
Yeah.
It's hardworking.
But they're two intelligent men.
Yeah.
They do their parts nicely. When you're a journalist.